and there's a drive to deep left center. You can forget about this one. This is way out of here. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 196 for his career. And the Braves have now tied the ball game at 1.
I tell you, that's the perfect storm there. A power pitcher on the mound throwing a hard fastball to a power hitter at the plate. He takes a big swing and squares it perfectly. I mean, that's as long a home run.
Adeiny Echeverria is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen.
Down the first baseline. Oh, what a dive. It's there. He got him.
Picked him up. Nice play.
Another look at the fine play at first that concludes matters here in the inning. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Number 1 will try to keep it going here. Already a home run and a double in this one.
Well, sometimes, Matty, you're just flat out feeling it. He took some very good-looking hacks earlier in BP, and obviously it's translating to the game.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Stanton. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 197 in his career as they take the lead 4-3.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game. And it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one. So he's definitely locked in.
Justin Bour stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Squares around and drops down a good one. Throw not in time, and that'll go as a bunt single.
Now batting, third baseman.
Number 1 will try it again. 2 home runs and a double to his credit thus far. And on the mound, he's thinking, great. Hey, just throw it up there and hope for the best. Pretty much all you can do when a guy is this hot.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Driven out to deep left center field. Back goes Ozuna, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. And that dinger puts him 2 short of the 200 mark for his career. Yeah, you know, some guys will lie to you and tell you that they're just out there playing day by day, not thinking about any of those particular milestones. They just want to get the W for the team. But the truth is, you do know when you're approaching those milestones, even the minor ones. He's keenly aware of how many home runs he's got, Matt. Number 1 will get the fans' attention now as he shoots for home run number 4 here. Yeah, he's going to get the attention of the fans, the opposing pitcher, and the manager here. Everybody's got their eyes on him. First offering on its way. Shoots this one to first. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done. But he gets back in time, safe at second base. Well, what a great job getting vertical right there. He takes away the hit, and he probably saved a run, too. That's all about being ready on every pitch, because you never know when a shot like that. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he delivered more than once with runners in scoring position. Finished with 5 RBIs. And That was more than enough to lead his guys to victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Braves are winners here, 10-5. Good night from Atlanta.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Atlanta Braves: 10 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 12 men on base. For the Marlins, 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 57 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game MARTA trains are available at the Georgia State Station by following Capitol Avenue to the north. Shuttle service to the 5.
And the MLB pre-game show as we prepare you for Game 2 of our series with the always important Topps Player Spotlight. Number 1 is our focus, and he had the long ball working in his last game. 3 home runs really carrying his team on his back.
Yeah, we see it maybe a couple times a year, but when a guy gets 3 homers in a game, it's always worth talking about. He got some good pitches to hit, and he just flat out did not miss them. I mean, I've seen guys put fewer out in a home run derby round, so he's clearly got plenty of power in that swing of his, and who knows, maybe he'll put on another show in this one. I wouldn't put it past him.
All right. Now from 7:55, Hank Aaron Drive. A look at Turner Field here in Atlanta. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series. Number 1 strides forward with a hot bat in his hands. Great numbers over the past few games.
Number 1.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lined back over second. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
And you know, as a hitter, you're seeing the ball so well when you can take a pitch like that and square it up and just hammer it right back up the middle.
Yasmani Grandal will stand in, and as you can see, his home and road splits there. He's been a much better hitter away from home. He swings and pops it high toward the left side of the infield. Prado is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. We'll move to the second now at Turner Field with no score. The pitcher, Jose Fernandez, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Yeah, this is a nice job of batsmanship. I think that's a word, isn't it? This pitch is way inside, ties him up a little bit, but he does a good job of making sure the bat head's out in front, and he's able to...
Number 1 stands in.
Number 1.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. 1 out and a runner on second base. Skied into straightaway right. On the move is Stanton. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Justin Bour is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Bounce to first. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Up next for the Marlins, left fielder
Marcell Ozuna stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Grounded to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, third baseman.
Number 1 will dig in. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
First baseman.
First pitch on its way. Drilled on the ground to short. Fielded by Hechavarria. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Number 1 steps into the box.
Now batting, number 1.
Here's the first pitch to him. High and deep to right center field. Stanton ranging back to the track. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. And a good offensive performance here, but I think we can agree on naming this fellow right here as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Marlins win it 6-1. Good night from Atlanta.
Post-game MARTA trains are available at the Georgia State Station by following Capitol Avenue to the north. Shuttle service to the 5 Points MARTA station continues for 1 hour after the conclusion of the ballgame.
So we're going to see it with the bases empty and 1 gone in the inning. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Drilled right back up the middle, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
Luke.
Line to the right side, and he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Another look here. This ball's sinking fast, but he's on the full run, and he lays out to pull it in. That's well done there.
Looped out toward third. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1 left for Atlanta. Still down a run. It's 4-3. Danny Barawa will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far.
Danny Barawa.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly a complete game, but he did get him into the 7th inning, and that was enough to get his guys into position to win this ball game.
So that's a wrap here this afternoon. For EK, Psycho, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com. The Marlins win it 4-3. So long from Atlanta.
Here now is our final line score for this afternoon. First for the victorious Miami Marlins, 4 runs, 13 hits. 1 error. They left 10 men on base. For Atlanta, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base.
A nice shot there of the nighttime skies over Turner Field in Atlanta. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Atlanta Braves. Who's going to win the battle between these two? We'll see next. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. His on-base percentage is over 400 the last 10 ball games. He's done an excellent job of finding ways to contribute, getting on base, and setting up the guys behind him for run-scoring opportunities.
Ron Casado will be on the mound for the series opener. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, if you take a look at that whip, you can see he's been struggling all year long.
Number 1 will stride forward now, looking to keep that hit streak alive. Currently at 6 games entering play. Waka's ready. First pitch on its way. Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, leaving him 1 shy of 200 for his career. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now. And he's getting close. With that home run, he's just 1 away from number 200 for his career.
Well, this is not a number that's going to put him among the all-time greats or anything. But there are so many players out there, both current and former major leaguers, who'd love to say they had 200 dingers. Heck, I only hit 19.
Stepping in, Michael Waka. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two-strike bunt attempt here as this one's down. And he will not have a play behind him. It's an infield single. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. Number 1 steps in now.
The batter, number 1.
Waka steps into his windup. Here's the first pitch. Shot towards second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. Nothing across here this half of the inning. 3 innings complete. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Braves 1. Matt Adams Stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Little chopper back to the mound. Fielded cleanly. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Number 1 will dig in. 1 for 2, including a home run thus far.
Yeah, he definitely got a hold of that one earlier. He put a good swing on it.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Waka comes set. Coming at him with the 0-1. Oh, and he leaves that one right over the plate as this is sent high and deep out to right center field. And it is gone. A home run. And that's a special home run, guys. Number 1 continues to add to his major league total. That's the 200th home run in what's turning into a pretty nice career.
The 200 home runs is a feat that many players aren't even going to approach, let alone achieve. I know I didn't come anywhere close. But by now, he's established himself as something of a decent power threat. And you can be sure pitchers are aware of his power when he steps into that batter's box. He has definitely earned a little respect.
Yeah, good for him. Hopefully he can get that ball up on his trophy shelf. Like you said, Steve.
Enos Fuentes strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
Line to the right side, and this continues right on through him as he couldn't knock it down. And the throw in gets away from him. And he is in to score from second as the throwing mistake defensively came back to factor into that. Number 1 will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his 2nd home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. Drilled on the ground to short. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the 2nd out.
Now batting, right fielder.
At the plate, Tommy Pham. He singled his last time up. Tapped up the first baseline. And he will make it to the bag, a step ahead of the runner, and that ends the inning. Cards forced to settle for 1. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Cardinals are out in front, 15-9. Number 1 will stand in. 2 for 4, but both of his hits are home runs.
Well, big flies are the best kind of hits you can get. So at least he's got his priorities straight. Obviously a dangerous man with a bat in his hands right now.
Hard liner toward short. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Boy, how much hotter is he going to get? He's got himself another 3-hit ball game, and that batting average is going to continue to climb even higher.
Alfred Broussard stands in, coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
Yeah, he absolutely crushed it earlier, so let's see if he can get into another one in this at-bat.
Now the 0-1. Hit on the ground to third. He's got it to second for 1. On to first, a double play.
Now batting, second baseman, Jace Peterson.
Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was a thorn in their side all game long. You'll see there, he winds up with a 3-hit ball game, and a couple of those were key hits that helped lead his guys to victory.
Welcome back to the MLB pregame show as we prepare you for Game 2 of our series with the always important Topps Player Spotlight. Number 1 is our subject, coming off a last game in which he was really outstanding in the clutch moments, collecting a whole bucket full of RBI, so he'll be looking to emulate that type of performance here again in this one.
Yeah, and you said it, Matt. He was clutch. And you know, some guys just have that uncanny ability to come through when it really matters. In baseball, it's usually when there are runners in scoring position, and he found himself up in that situation a number of times. It was pretty special to watch him out there, so I'm excited to see what he does to back it up.
Okay, Eric, Steve, and I are ready for baseball, and we'll have it for you next on the show. From downtown Atlanta, we welcome you to baseball from Turner Field. Tonight, the second of 4 between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Atlanta Braves. Stay tuned for Braves baseball starting now. Number 1 will stand in for the first time now, coming off a 3-hit contest in the loss last night.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
Swing and a line drive, but foul. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit sharply toward the right side, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Oh, my goodness, this guy is really starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been fun to watch.
Mitch Moreland will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Got to find the strike zone. Here's the 3-0. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and the guy moves up into scoring position here.
Yasmani Grandal will stand in, and as you can see, his home and road splits there. He's been a much better hitter away from home. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 2 left for Atlanta. After 1, no score. Matt Adams makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second. Grounded up the first baseline. Reined in. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second. With a moment now, let's check out the top of the scorecard and see how the Braves align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, we've got a Gold Glover behind the plate.
So stepping in, Stephen Piscotty, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
A good job there of making a 2-strike adjustment. Very compact there. He uses the middle of the field, and this just finds its way into center for a base hit.
Number 1 stands in.
Number 1.
Hit hard up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
I tell you, both of these teams have come out swinging the bats well so far. That's 9 hits between them, and this is still just the 3rd inning.
Mitch Moreland will stand in here with 2 on. And now, following the walk and the single, do you get the sense, EK, that they're getting to him just a bit?
Maybe a little. I wouldn't be too worried just yet. He's shown the ability to bounce back before, but it's also looking like he might not have his very best stuff.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Smoked on the ground left side. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. Tags there for McHenry, and he is out at the plate.
Boy, this was lining up to be a close play. It's a base hit, and he comes up throwing. And if this ball's offline by a foot or 2, I think he's in there. Instead, it is right on the money, and they nail him trying to score.
Coming to the plate now, Yasmani Grandal. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Really good 2-strike adjustment right there. He takes a little length out of that swing, uses the middle of the field, and he's got himself a 1-out single.
Alfred Broussard has a golden opportunity to give his guys the lead as he stands in with 3 men aboard.
And Matt, it's early in this game, but this is a big moment right here. It doesn't matter when you score your runs, just that you score more in the end.
Oh, and this deflects right off him. 1 run is scored. And they'll hold that runner at third, so everyone moves up, and they remain loaded here with still only 1 gone. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Number 1 will step in now. He's singled twice to this point.
Yeah, he's just been putting the ball in play, and so far it's working out nicely for him. Sometimes it is that simple.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hard liner to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
So far, he's throwing a lot of fastballs here early in the count. And these guys have picked up on that, so they're just going up there looking for the hard stuff, and they've been all over him.
Mitch Moreland steps in. He scored after reaching on a single his last time up. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. In the air now, out to right field. Piscotty is there, and he'll bring this one in. Yasmani Grandal will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Piscotty has a beat on it. 2 down. Alfred Broussard will dig in again. He singled home a run his last time. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Atlanta, and it's still 3-1. Now to the plate, Cody Ashe. He drew a walk his first time up. Hot shot towards the hole, and that is through into right field for a single.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
Catcher.
Number 1 will stand in working on a 3-hit ball game now. Well, he's feeling very comfortable in the box, too, and that's pretty obvious. They might try to move him off the plate here a little bit or something.
Broxton sets. First pitch on the way. Drilled right back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's putting together a monster line in this one. They just can't get him out. And he is in there at third as the possible tying run.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
So striding in, Mitch Moreland, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Grichuk moves over. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And the run will score from third on the sacrifice fly, and we are tied here in the late innings.
When he steps to the plate, he knows exactly what he's got to do. This one's deep enough to get the job done, and that ties up the ball game.
Now at the plate, Yasmani Grandal. He flew out in his last at-bat. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And he'll get back in safely.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Braves get a couple of hits here in plate one. And a good offensive performance here, but I think we can agree on naming this fellow right here as our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. Matt Vasgersian back now on the MLB pregame show. And as we draw closer to first pitch here. Now from 755, Hank Aaron Drive. A look at Turner Field here in Atlanta. It's the first game of the month of July between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Atlanta Braves. It's Braves baseball on the show, and it starts right now. Number one gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are two away here in the opening frame. Takes this the other way to right. Piscotty is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is. Number one will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one.
Number one.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Now third base coach Juan Samuel's going to wave him in. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's 1-1. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
He's definitely in the middle.
Mitch Moreland is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Lynn comes set. 2-2 on its way. And here's a ball hit in the air. Valencia onto the grass. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting.
Manuel Vizcaíno is into the box. Reached base via the walk in his first appearance. Here comes the payoff pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. Alex Avila gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Number one will dig in. 1 for 2 with a double in this one.
Number one.
In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now. And gone. Home run. Solo shot to right center. Number 201 in his career. And now it's 2-1 in favor of Atlanta.
Well, it's got to be getting near the point where they need to make some alternate plans with this guy up there. Now that's his 3rd home run in the series. I mean, what more do you need to see?
Number 1 will dig in. 2 for 3 with a home run and a double.
Yeah, he's been on a tear so far in this one. No doubt about it, Matty. Should be pretty confident stepping in there right now.
Slapped hard the opposite way. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian.